I'd been waiting years, 5 years, I guess, to get another shot at making a record. And by that time, a lot of these songs were in our repertoire. We had been recording them, and I had performing them live. And I had a good band at that time, and like I said, we were not, there was no pressure, I guess. You didn't have to top the last record, or, and like I said, we really were ready to make a record, so that was good. We got Denny Bruce to produce that record, and he had done the Fabulous Thunderbirds 2 records, I think, before that. And what I liked about them and what I wanted to capture, and he did, was that I felt like he just left them alone. Indeed, he did. You know, he just sat there and let you perform your songs. Well, we do sweeten things, though, and then we have to go back and figure out how to do them live.
So how do you record when you record? Do you?
With the band, with whatever band usually I have, and sometimes we use a different rhythm section. I've been known to incorporate, depending on the type of song. For instance, if I want a string-based sound on something, Austin's got a wonderful pool of musicians to work with, and if I want that sound, I can call 2 or 3 guys who have not only the chops, but, you know, 150-year-old basses to play them on, so we can do that. And so I add horns a lot of times. You know, I'll add a section, and then, but usually they're just kind of filling out the stuff that we're already doing. The trick with recording is that once you get in the studio, it's hard to not overdo things. And so and a lot of times we say, well, let's go ahead and put it on and we can always take it off. And a lot of times we do that. Sometimes it's like the onion, you know, and we just, when we start mixing, we peel back the layers so that we get back down to the main thing. Yeah, sometimes the song is improved by the effort. And I'm also not immune from doing what you say, coming into a studio with a song half conceptualized or half written or not really arranged, and just coming in to see what happens. And I like that because it allows me to employ the creativity of other people. You know, a lot of singers, I don't understand how people who don't play an instrument, how they make records. They make beautiful records, but you know, someone else has to do everything else, think of everything else in a way. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with using other people's talent. Getting a guitar player in there who really has some ideas. And usually the producers that I use are also instrumentalists. And so that helps. The producers are co-producers that I've used, like Stephen Bruton and Derek O'Brien and Mark Kazanoff. And for the last several records, I've had musicians co-producing.